Hello everybody, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. So this week we've been going through the Christian fundamentals. And right now I'm out here looking at this basil plant. And you can see it's already gone to seed here. It's going to seed here. And while the bees and the insects love the flowers and the pollen, it's not really useful for the plant itself. What I need to do is I need to take those off. And when I take those off, it will force the plant to start producing side stems. Now I could just do a couple of them and quit. Maybe move over here and do a little rosemary. Or I could do a good job. And that brings me to my video thought for the day. Ecclesiastes 9:10 says, "Whatever your hand finds to do, do it with your might." The principle that I'm after today in my life, and I want you to be after today in yours, is whether you're weeding or deadheading or doing work with plants in the garden, or whether you're doing work in the kitchen and you're washing dishes, doing laundry, fixing a car, at your job, working on a relationship, figuring out your finances. Whatever your hand finds to do, do it with your might. Paul explained the same thing to the Colossians in Colossians 3. Paul explained the reason why. Paul says that we are to work with all of our heart, but we're to do it because we're working unto the Lord. And I think all too often we tend to think of spiritual things we do for the Lord, but working in the garden, taking the tops off of the basil plants, that's not for the Lord. That's just to have a good basil crop. No. Everything we do brings honor and glory to God or doesn't. Everything we do, we're doing in accordance with His will or we're not. And the biblical teaching is that we'll do better at being God's children if whatever our hand finds to do, we do with our might. If we do the very best we can at every task, then we recognize that we're not working just to fix a basil plant. But as small as this may seem, we're actually working to the glory of God. And that makes a big difference. So in closing, I want to challenge you to do this today. I want to challenge you to look at every task you set before yourself and decide for that task, you're going to do it as if there's a judge of one who's going to assess the job you did, and that's God. And so I want you to approach every task today, and I want to do the same. Doing it with all of my might. I'm not going to leave one little bit left on this basil plant. I'm going to work on getting the entire basil plant suitable where if God came down to inspect my garden, He would say, "You did that with all your might." That's your challenge today. Whatever your hand finds to do it with your might. I'll give you another Christian principle tomorrow.